Hi everyone, we are Temporal Brainiacs from the India. We are here to present our NMA 2020 project. I am Rutvi Prajapati. I am PhD student at VIT Institute at Vellore.
Hello everyone, my name is Pankaj. I am PhD student in All India Medical Institute of New Delhi. This is really great experience with me.
Hello everyone, I'm Sunidhi. I'm a research assistant at IIIT Delhi and I'll be presenting our project today. So, what was our question? We wanted to find out if brain activity differs across individuals. If yes, then how? We used functional connectivity matrices to answer this question. Our dataset was Human Connectome Project. NMA provided us with 339 subjects, resting state fMRI time series data spanning across 360 regions of interest. Each subject had 4 scans for resting state data, 2 taken on first day and 2 taken on the other day. Also, each ROI had additional information like which hemisphere it belonged to, right or left hemisphere in the brain, which network it belonged to, and what was the degree of myelination in each ROI, which was reflected in the values of ratio of T1 T2 given to us. How did we go about doing it? We generated an FC matrix per scan per subject. Then we combined all the 4 generated FC matrices into one representative FC matrix of each individual. For all subjects, we took only half of this matrix because FC matrices are symmetric, right? So we converted these half matrices into 1D arrays, combined all these 339 1D arrays into a big matrix. We performed PCA on this 339 into 64620 dimension matrix, and we took only the first 3 PCs to study further. Now, PC1 was quite clear to us, but to understand what PC2 and PC3 reflected, we took 3 more matrices of myelination, right and left hemisphere, and network representation, which had only +1 and -1 values. Could we do what we wanted to do? Somewhat, yes. So this is a representative matrix of how 4 combined FC matrices of one subject look like. We took only the lower half, condensed it into a 1D array, and then combined all these 339 arrays. Further did PC on this. The scree plot represents that our PC1 reflected more than 65% of variance of our data. PC1, as we can see, has only positive values, which represents a global signal pattern. That is, all individuals do differ in the mean activity. Their scales of activities differ. That is what we inferred from our PC1. Inferring PC2 and PC3 just by looking at them was difficult, so we did correlations with all the 3 matrices that I mentioned earlier. We used Pearson correlation coefficient and cosine similarity. We concluded that because we can't see a clear-cut demarcation in either of these, so no PC actually represented either of these parameters individually. They were mix and match in each of the PCs. Now, cosine similarity does look like it gave very high values to us, but this was because there was a bias in the data. T1 T2 ratio only had positive values. Cosine similarity did not take this into account. So we concluded Pearson correlation coefficient is a way better measure to work with our data than cosine similarity. Now, our experience with NMA. Did we learn from it? Absolutely, yes. We loved it. It was so much fun. It was so exhausting for 21 days, but we learned so much. Best thing about our experience, we have to mention this, our mentor, Dr. John Murray, he was very patient with all 3 of us who had literally no background in this area, but he was so patient in explaining everything to us. Now, summing up our journey, we started off with a very complex question. So after communication with our mentor, we concluded that we should first only look at the data and learn how to ask neuroscience questions first of all. So that's what we did, and we excellently succeeded, I think. What next? We'll be continuing with this project because our mentor has agreed to guide us throughout. So yay! And lastly, we'd like to thank all the NMA organizers, the whole staff for making this possible and for giving us such a beautiful journey in NMA for 3 weeks. Thank you.